7.
Justin Tucker set to...
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Right here.
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. These two teams all tied after one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The running back.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback. If the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers. And they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw here. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
To Calvin Ridley. A gain of 7. First down, Falcons.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A very quick pass to Ridley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
4-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete to number
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And, oh, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On play action, it's Murray. It got his man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
He's across midfield.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on third down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21. Touchdown 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
25-yard line.
A final shot before half from Murray. Dancing to his left. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. First down, Murray. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
37-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Murray flushed out right. He'll run it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of it in second down.
It's a 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They give it off here to the tight end. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Justin Tucker.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Brings up
second and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second and 9, Murray. It's caught by Mike Evans. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of points, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 11. Now back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On the ground with a tight end. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now the gadget play here on fourth down winds up backfiring. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis, and that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, put a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
12 yards there and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 38. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. As Sanders has it poked free, and the Falcons grab it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 13-year man puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the two scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all three timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all three timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, even after all those those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown!
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Madden. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. That one complete to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive play.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Don't get nervous. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 50.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Today, a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier. That many points allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles